Hi guys, it's Terry. My last blog post was about how Google and Bing are now looking at our reputations on Twitter and Facebook and ranking them. And, and basically, the higher you're ranked, the more likely your tweets and your updates are going to show up in search engine results. If you haven't read that post, it'd be great. I'm going to put the link underneath this video. I think it'd be really helpful to you if you read it, just so you maybe you'll understand a little bit more about how what I'm about to talk about. Okay. I am really excited. I had the opportunity a few days ago to speak with Eric Kim. Now he is the developer of this new Twitter client called Twylah. Now it's not even in beta yet. In a couple weeks, it's going to be released in beta. You can join the beta now, and I suggest, well, I'm going to give you a quick review, and you can determine that yourself. But this is really a unique Twitter client. Eric, in fact, I met with him several months back, and he showed me Twylah, but it was a much different version. I mean, he's just really improved it quite a bit. And his big concern and what he wants to help us is with engagement. I mean, that's huge because that is what one of the primary things that these search engines are looking at to determine whether or not you have a great reputation. So I'm going to give you a quick little review just to show you how dynamic and how this is really going to help us do what we need to do in Twitter. It's going to help our tweets last longer. It's going, well, let's just get started. How's that? This is my page, but I want to show you mine is, keep in mind, this is just created by the software. I didn't position anything, but I want to show you one that's just really beautiful. And this is Whole Foods recipe. So what they do is at the top, this is what your tweets are about, basically. So let's go back to mine real quick. Let's see if it, yeah, that's about, they just look through all your tweets and they basically pull the main keywords. Facebook, Twitter, Terry Crosby, gosh, do I talk about myself? Social media, Google, and videos. So yeah, that's pretty much me. So let's go back to the Whole Foods. Now this one I just think turned out so well because gosh, it almost looks like a recipe book, or I mean, this is prettier than most websites, but check it out. What it does is it's going to go ahead. The top here is going to be what you mainly talk about. So those keywords. Then it breaks it down. They take each one of those keywords, give them a little, section on, I mean, it looks like a website. So, and they pull photographs. So if you're tweeting photographs, it's going to get pulled. If you're tweeting a video, it's going to be pulled because it's all about creating this beautiful environment where people are going to want to hang out. So let's go ahead and scroll down. So what you do is this one was on keyword recipe. You can go ahead and read more. Now, keep in mind, if I were to click that right now, it's going to go nowhere because, it's not live yet. But look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? So basically, it's really breaking everything very easy. It's all about your tweets. Now, I know maybe you're thinking, well, this is just like Paperly. Well, let me show you Paperly, and I agree there's some similarities, but Paperly, oh, I didn't even put mine up. Dang it. Should have done that. Here, let me pull it up real quick. Okay, Paperly is about all the posts of the people that I follow. And a lot of people don't like Paperly. I read other people's Paperly because it's great. I mean, it's all about curating this information and really finding the information that gets buried in Twitter. So it's, as you can see, it's very different, but yet similar as far as layout and concept. But this is about you and all the people you follow. And Twylah is simply about you. It's showcasing you on Twitter. Okay, so now this is like your homepage. This is just kind of a summary. But if somebody goes, well, gosh, I'm interested in soup, then click on soup. Okay, and this is all their soup tweets. Alrighty. So, and you can see they do a beautiful job, kind of like what Google's doing. Is all you do is you click anywhere but the link, and you're going to get the expanded version, which is really nice. And of course, they're giving you the ability to reply, retweet. So I just think that's just a really great, oh, this is another exciting part. They're going to give you the ability or give your visitors the ability to subscribe to your tweets via subject. So if I'm only interested in hearing about soup, I'm going to have a button, and I'm going to be able to subscribe, and the post, and you can, I guess you're going to be able to customize it. So every time you tweet 5 times about soup, or every 10 times, depending on how often you tweet, go ahead and email all my subscribers all my tweets. That I'm excited about that. So that's exciting. And you also, normal, you should be able to follow me. So people, when they visit your page, they're going to be able to follow you. Now, one thing I want to point out is you're going to be able to tweet from Twylah, and I'm going to get back to that in a minute. But another functionality of this Twitter client is to we want your followers to come back and see you. So under each tweet that you tweet from Twylah, you're going to have, of course, underneath a link that they can come back to your page. But this other feature is very interesting. It is going to be, let's say I'm tweeting out a Mashable article, okay? Now, I can, and I wouldn't like it if it did this all the time, but you have the option to say yes. When somebody clicks on that Mashable article, they're going to come back and see that Mashable article displayed on my page, okay? This I didn't get to see this feature, but this is the way I understand it. So it's bringing them back. It's keeping them engaged with your tweet a little bit longer. Now, would I do this all the time? No, because you're probably thinking there's a fine line about being a little bit self-promotional, and I'm gonna have to play around with that one. I'm excited about it. I think there's some real strategies that can be used. But would I do it all the time? No, just because you're there to provide value, and it gets a little, people really don't want to have to be coming back to your landing pages and this, that, and the other. But anyways, okay, I've stopped rambling about that. But I do think that there's strategies, and I think that it's really kind of an amazing little feature. And I like the fact that you turn it off, turn it on. So there'll have to be strategies on how the heck are we going to get these people to come check out your page. Well, you'll tweet about it. You're going to have that link underneath your tweets. It'll be on all your, your email signature. You're not going to put your Twitter handle. You're going to put your landing page. So you know how we share our Twitter? We're going to be sharing this instead. And think about it. When people go to find you at Twitter, it is so hard to really figure out what they tweet about when you just go to Twitter. This right here, people are going to know whether or not they want to follow you right here, just by looking at this. Another important aspect of this software is that, depending on what's at the top, you might want to think about about your tweet strategy. If you go, oh my goodness, why is this keyword here? That's really not what I'm about. You're going to want to, because keep in mind, this homepage is going to change every day, every minute, depending on your tweets. Okay. So it's going to be a great way to really get a handle on what our strategies are. Okay. So, I suggest that, joining this and really following through, just seeing this is a little snap picture of your Twitter activity. All right. So if you see something there that shouldn't be there, you just don't tweet about that anymore. And I also think that this is going to help us stay focused on really only talking about our subject matter or our industry. I'm not saying not get personal. Of course you get personal. But a lot of people they're talking too broad, too many different areas. Right now, in order for us to improve our rank, we really need to stay relevant to our industry or whatever we're tweeting about, why we're there, okay? So that's going to help us. Another aspect that I'm really excited about is I'm going to be able to now check out other people's pages, okay? Now, shoot, in just a second, I'm going to go, whoop, yep, I want to follow this person, or no, they totally don't relate, all right? So that's exciting. Let's see. Oh, so let me show you another one. This one is FYI living, but how neat is this? Depression, nutrition, anxiety. I mean, this is just beautiful. And again, this is a software doing it, pulling the photos or the videos, trying to make it as dynamic and beautiful as possible. And you really just want to engage with this page. So let's see, let's go back to mine. So this one was what came up on mine. And So again, they're just pulling wherever they can. I mean, it's just, I'm really excited about this. So what else did I want to tell you? Oh, a few little facts that they do point out is that basically less than 30%, if we're lucky, less than 30% of our tweets are even acknowledged or even seen. So really, this is going to help keep them alive. I guess people spend about 5 seconds or less, I'd say less, on our tweets. But if we can get them back to our page, or we can make it more dynamic, they're going to engage a bit more. Okay. And I think that's about it. Trying to think what else. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot the analytics. Oh, this is just amazing. He showed me the analytics. Now, it probably won't go live till about 6 weeks after the beta starts because they need to, accumulate all the data. He wanted to make sure that it was on one page. He didn't want, the in-depth 10-page reports. He wanted on one page. So it's beautifully done and I wish I had it here to show you. I don't, but just in graphs, just very, very understandable. And the main thing that they're digging into, and I apologize if I leave some of this out, but what I can remember is it's all about the engagement. It's like, how can they improve your engagement? And they're also really looking at your followers. And they're looking at your tweets. So what time of day is good? Who should you be engaging more with? Hey, this person over here is very, very relevant. And I'm not sure how they're getting to this, but basically there's, I don't know how many different areas, quite a few different areas that they're really digging deep in. And then at the end of each, they make recommendations. We think you should tweet this time of day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever. Or we really think that you need to engage more with these users. Okay, so each element that they're really gathering that data on, they're not just throwing out the information to you for you to figure out what to do. They're telling you, this is what you should do next. And so that right there is just very powerful. Anyways, I'm going to end this video because I think I might be rambling, but I'm very excited about Twylah. I suggest you go ahead, and I'm going to have the link to join the beta in my blog post. Again, you're just going to go ahead, join it, give them their email, and it'll have you connect with Twitter to give the okay. And then it'll say you'll get an invitation. I think it says in a couple of weeks or soon or something like that. But he told me in a couple of weeks. So really think that this is going to help all of our Twitter influence. So if you have any questions, please, the comments below. I'd really appreciate that. And if you like this video, if you can go ahead and share it, that'd be fantastic. I appreciate it. Have a good one.